This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day and welcome to Effing One Podcast, the world's most star-studded Formula One podcast. What other podcast do you know gets Sebastian Vettel, Toto Wolff, Kimi Räikkönen, Robert Kubica every week? Correct! Only Effing One podcast.
That's right.
This is the only one. It's not because we're better informed, more downloaded, more respected. On the contrary, you cannot find a more ordinary, mildly amusing, musily, and hastily thrown together podcast than this one. But the owners of Formula One, Liberty Media, want their Formula One stars to fill a quota on media broadcasters. As a result, congratulations, listeners. You are the winner. This podcast gives you the biggest names in Formula One every week. You don't have to put up with British people boring you to death. And due to the lack of downloads on this podcast, you don't have any advertising. How good is that? Not a single bit of advertising on this podcast. So, you're welcome, F1 fan. Now, loosen your trousers, strap yourself in, and shut the hell up! Because two slightly overweight middle-aged Aussie blokes are talking Formula One. G'day, Luke.
G'day, Adam.
Good to see you, big fella.
Nice to see you too.
Belatedly.
How's the family?
Yes.
Next question.
Next question, Luke. Let's just say constant trips to the hospital for the little fella wasn't the most
They're all alive.
fun thing to do. Yes.
Do you get like a stamp on a card?
Frequent
And you-
flyer
and you-
points.
Yeah, and you, frequent
Yeah.
sickly points.
Yeah.
Listen, you've been in the waiting hour every hour.
Yeah. It's amazing how long you do wait in a hospital emergency room. Why do they call it emergency? This is an emergency, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, mate. You just have to sit over there for the next 6 hours.
Not so emergency.
So not so emergency. So, in the ambulance, you're happy to run through some red lights to get there fast. But you still got a 6 hour wait.
You just sit there. Sit tight.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. We broke a record. We got here in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But now, sorry, mate, I have to sit here for 6 hours, mate, until the doctor gets to see you, all right? But we broke a fucking world record, so catch you later, dickhead. That's what it's like, isn't it?
Yeah, the healthcare system. Gotta love it.
Fucking healthcare system. It'd be a shame if there was COVID floating about, wouldn't there? Wouldn't it be a disaster here in
horrible.
Queensland and
Yeah,
Australia?
wouldn't be able to handle it.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fitting
you
well.
look good.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Had to pay you every time you have to say that.
All right. Yeah,
Good voiceover work.
thanks, mate.
I'm well. I've been busy
Working out,
working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
modelling, back
No.
on the
Hand modelling,
hand modelling.
Yeah.
yeah,
like George Costanza.
yeah.
Just one day of hand modelling.
You do have lovely hands, Luke. I'll
I
give you
keep
that
them
much.
very well moisturised.
Very much. Maybe a little bit too much.
No. It's just the right amount.
It's just you've always got a value-packed tub of vitamin E cream by the side of the bed, and I think that's wonderful to keep your complexion limber.
Of course, it's winter. My
Yeah.
skin gets dry.
Yeah,
There's a certain part of my skin that needs more moisture than any others.
yeah.
And I make sure I thorough when I rub it in.
You got to. You got to.
And then it makes its own little moisturiser.
It does.
Don't forget the vomit-free guarantee.
Oh, Luke, big part. I forgot to mention, big podcast coming up tonight, Luke, off the bat, right off the top. A belated wrap of the Siesta del Burro Part 2,
Ooh,
as it's also known, Monaco.
the Mediterranean snooze fest.
The Mediterraneans. If you enjoyed the Barcelona GP Snooze Fest, you would have loved the Monaco Yawn. I think we should call it Monaco
The
Yawn.
melancholy Monaco.
Oh, I like that. It's even better. If nothing else, it reminds us of how much
Mundane Monaco?
Mundane Monaco.
Oh, that's better, I think.
It reminds us of how much we miss overtaking, doesn't it? When you've got a back-to-back Barcelona Monaco Fiesta.
Remember when they used to overtake?
Remember that? Yeah. It
Back then?
was weeks ago, wasn't
Weeks.
it? Seemed
Weeks.
like an eternity.
It'll come back this weekend.
Yes, it will, Luke. Oh, tantalising, mouth-watering. Like this podcast, mouth-watering. Proudly brought to you by the Effing One charity, Hand Jobs for the Homeless. Because why should people on the streets miss out on releasing the undercarriage?
That's right.
It's a wonderful charity that we've started up here at Effing One Podcast. Very popular at the moment. Very popular in Poland.
Huge.
Huge. And
Thanks
as
to Bobby,
all
Bobby Kubica.
Oh,
He helped us
Robert.
out with that one.
Bobby Bobby K, love him. As always, wherever you're listening to us around the world, if you could be in, Azerbaijan, could be Monaco right now.
Yep.
We are very proud to offer you a vomit-free guarantee in this podcast. If you hear anything that triggers you and triggers your puke reflexes over the next hour, we guarantee to rock up to your place, no matter where you are. We've got the funds to get there.
We do.
We do. We do. And we will clean up the mess from the puke reflexes of something insensitive or disgusting that we may have said, and we'll dry clean the outfit you're wearing right now. That is our puke-free effing one podcast guarantee.
And we'll wipe you down with a moist towelette.
A towel. Just one.
Just one of the KFC ones.
It's very small.
Yeah. We're very thorough.
Yeah.
We don't fuck about here. We've got the producer Pete Slush Fund.
Yes, we do.
He's been doing some underhanded deals while he's been away. He just keeps sending us money. I don't know how he's getting it. I saw a brief video of him on the internet.
That'll do it.
And
They pay well.
Yeah, I think Pete's OnlyFans has really taken off.
Yeah. Well, some people have some weird niche fetishes. There's like, fat ladies, there's midgets. There's also people with disproportionate
Head to
shoulder ratios.
That's Pete.
Some very rich women around the world
Yeah.
want to see a guy with a huge torso and a tiny head.
Tight budgie smugglers with not much of a bump at the front, like a Ken doll. Just nothing down there.
And you don't watch him do anything. He just walks around in his jocks around the house.
Yeah.
And you have thousands of people streaming.
Oils up, flexes every now and then. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, what are you doing?
And the oldies, some of the ladies love it. Oh, look at his little head.
Oh, he's on a nursing home tour. So he's going around, he's got a little bus with his ass on the side of it, and he just pops around to each nursing home.
Perfect.
And gives them all a little bit of a strip tease.
Yep.
I think it's a really good business for Pete.
It's a great business model.
Not great for our podcast. It's probably sounding better than ever.
Yeah. But it's like a double income stream because he's got the money from... He's putting the hat out when he goes to the nursing home. The old ladies are putting some coins in.
They've got a lot of coin.
They
They're
can't-
about to die.
They can't get to church anymore.
Yeah.
Where are they going to put their loose change?
No. They want to go and play bingo, but they're gambling.
They're
Pete
gambling.
doesn't have an STD.
That's right. And the streaming income.
Oh,
I mean,
huge.
Come on. It's a
Online, Pete.
big
Check
market,
him out.
Big market for him.
ProducerPete.com. What I'd like to say, going forward, while you compose yourself, I just want to let you know, as is tradition on the podcast, we dress up. And we've just come out of Monaco, but there's something bad that's happened since Monaco, and we've dressed as an homage to former FIA president Max Mosley, passed away about a week and a half ago. So we're dressed in his honour.
Yes.
We're dressed handcuffed and naked, just like his sex scandal tape that came out. So that's why I've been here naked and handcuffed. And
I wondered why there was something
we
different
don't need
about
our
you.
hands for podcasting, so I've handcuffed you. That's why you're naked. It wasn't something that I was planning to
Because
do.
I felt weird, but I wondered why you look different. It's because you're naked.
Yeah,
With your hands behind your back in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Because we're dressed
like Max Mosley.
like Max Mosley.
R.I.P. Max Mosley.
Hand-whittled by Pete, producer Pete, this outfit.
Yeah, the rack was made by him.
Yeah.
Pete made the rack.
Yeah.
We'll
As-
strap into that later.
As is tradition here at F1 Podcast, it makes sense to dress up for a podcast. Even if
Out of respect
out of respect.
for the fallen and for the next Grand Prix, we'll get onto that
Cultures and the customs. It's beautiful. Like, let's get through this part of the show because it is slightly uncomfortable having I love the way my boys, the plums, feel on your sofa. It's very,
That's Pete's sofa, thankfully.
I thought that was an indent. Yeah. But look.
But yeah, it's just move on.
What a
You thought the puke-free guarantee was tough before.
time for a Ford sale, Luke.
Oh.
What a better time for a Ford. What a podcast coming up tonight, Luke. Oh.
Really?
Get this. Robert Kubica, Dan Ricciardo, Kimi Räikkönen,
Oh,
Sebastian Vettel, Toto Wolff, the biggest names in Formula One. We're speaking to them right here tonight.
it's exciting.
Thank you.
Have we ever thought about an undersell? Like, it'll be okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you reckon
Maybe a mid-podcast undersell.
All right, we'll try that.
No, we'll try it.
We'll give it a try.
Okay.
We'll do a mid. Yeah, we're not going to oversell it. We'll just
So in between us talking Monaco before we go to Azerbaijan, we'll have a bit of an undersell.
undersell. Okay.
Different
I like
tactic.
It. No, I like it. Robert Kubica. Let's get into him.
Of course.
And I love that little intro jingle that we've got. That is the official Polish national anthem. Very successful.
It is.
Let's play that jingle. Hit the button, big fella.
Play now.
Geen in the park, geen in the park, it's geen in the park with Robert Kubica. Robert Kubica. Hey, hey. It's time for Robert Kubica. Let's cross over to him right now. Hey, hello. Hello. It's me, Robert Kubica. Hey, hello.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, hello, fellas.
Thanks for joining.
Can you see me?
I can.
Okay, I'm waving.
You're looking well.
Thank you. Can
You've
you
got
see
something
my...
on your finger.
What's that?
You've got something on your finger.
Oh, no. Must be a bit of leftover poo from the last testing. I apologize. Sometimes I...
Bit of residue.
Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right. That look like a Norris.
A Lando.
A Lando Norris
That's a Lando. Everyone?
poo. Yes, a little bit of poo from Lando Norris. Because sometimes I don't, when I do the testing, of course, you know I have to do the test for FIA. I am the official FIA COVID testing.
Yeah.
And I need to do it in the
You
anus.
just rub your nose with a bit of Lando.
Yes, I do that.
Oh,
Look,
oh shit.
I tell you what. It's, I told him he was negative, but now I'm thinking maybe I was a little bit optimistic. I need to
You need to aerate it a bit.
Well, now that it's been settled for what, about 10 minutes, I did the last
Maybe
test.
it caught a bust of wind.
Yes.
It's come through and it's got on there.
Sometimes the COVID takes a while to mature. So let me just do another test. I'm going to,
Okay.
well, I
I'll wait.
have it on my finger.
I don't want to rush.
Please don't look at
I
me. I
won't
feel
look
like,
Make eye contact.
don't
with
look
you
at me,
while you
please. Because you know the best way to test the COVID is not with the shrubbies and with the technologies. It's with the good old-fashioned Polish tongue and the nostrils. You need to
talk.
put...
Go on.
All right.
I won't look at you.
First,
promise.
I will talk you through this, please. I'll get close to the microphone and to the finger. I have the poo. I have the
Norris.
Chuck Norris poo-poos. Poop.
That's poo's in good form.
The poo-poo sample. I'm sorry.
You get
It's
emotional
quite
when you
strong.
do
No,
this.
it's burning my eyes. I'm not emotional. It's quite strong. I don't know what he had for lunch, but not healthy. Okay, here we go. That is me and my tongue. I test.
He does love hummus.
Yes, I think there's a...
There goes that puke-free guarantee.
I'm sorry if your listeners have been puking on themselves, but good luck to clean up the listener. No, it's fine. That is fine. That is a normal tasting poo-poo of a Norris. It's okay.
Congratulations, Lando Norris. You're racing this weekend.
Yes, he's fine. So that is the tasting. Oh, and I have something I need to tell you. Not the COVID testing, but I need to tell you this wonderful offer you made to me last week about I have a job at the airport that I told you I cannot do, no longer be the F1 podcast COVID tester. Well, I have now decided I speak to my lovely cunt, my wife.
I'm glad you spoke to her.
When you say, because this is a word you have taught me recently, cunt is Aussie word,
Yes.
Aussie word for saying a lovely wife.
Yes.
You are
Beautiful,
a lovely
smart,
wife.
intelligent.
You are my cunt. So now I tell my wife, I say, Mrs. Kubica. I always let her know where who she's married to. I say, Mrs. Kubica, and she says, yes, Mr. Kubica, you are a lovely cunt. And she say, thank you. Because she listened to this podcast as well.
Good.
She is the number one fan of you. She do not like the other guy. What is his name? I don't know.
Adam.
The Dadam.
Khadam.
She does not like Khadam.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe his voice annoy her. His voice seem a
Well,
little...
it's
he's
nice,
he's
hope-
shouting a lot.
Thank you for listening, Mrs.
Too
Cunt.
much shouting for
much,
Mrs.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Kubica. She's a lovely...
She has sensitive ears.
She's a lovely-
She's a sensitive cunt.
She's a cunt, and I love her so much.
That's good.
So, I would like to say yes to the job opportunity to become the Narang GP official COVID tester and mascot
And ambassador.
and ambassador.
That's great.
So yes,
There's a lot of homeless people in Narang that are very happy to hear that.
Oh, good. Please tell them I am coming, and they have all COVID-free testing on the house.
Hey, that's great news.
Anytime you want my finger in your anus, I do it for free.
Now, I just want to check I've gone through some gossip I've heard while you're in Azerbaijan.
Yes.
And I hear that you've been doing some competitive COVID testing.
Look, you nothing to get past you. Look, you're a very clever guy.
So how does that work? Do you line them up? Is there samples already made for you? Do you get the samples fresh? And how long can you go between getting the sample, doing the test, and then getting the next sample without any cross-contamination, having positive tests?
You're very clever. You're very clever. I don't know how you hear these things, but you are bank on the money, as you say. Yes, it is speed is the newest, craziest fad in the world of testing. If you are a fan of testing,
I am.
There's a big community of testing peoples. This is the one that is now hot. It's kind of like, remember when the blackjack was very popular? Everyone was playing a blackjack. This is the new blackjack. So, in a competitive testing, you have 10 people lined up, fully clothed.
Fully clothed?
In a line, and you have to take a stopwatch. A stopwatch. So
Stopwatch, yes.
Stopwatch.
Yep.
And they say, go! And then you have to do not just the testing, you need to introduce yourself and make them feel comfortable.
Okay.
Each one.
Do you use music?
No,
is there
no.
Is there some kind of Polish
No,
song
that is
you'll
illegal.
sing to them?
No, because the defending champion from last year, he used the music, and that was illegal.
What about your singing? You have a
Yes,
very
you
beautiful
can
singing voice.
sing.
If you listen, hand in the
Yes.
paddock, fist in the asshole.
Hey, the paddock. Hey, the paddock. Geht Heidi. The paddock. I'm Robert Kubica. Please, take your pants down. Hey, take your pants down.
That's an automatic panty dropper for me.
Correct. All 10 have their pants down, and then I go. There's one.
Quick in the mouth. What do you do from that point after you've tested?
Very clever, Luke. Very clever. I have a tub of pickled fish.
Oh.
Pickled fish. I dip my tasting finger in the fish.
Instantly sanitized.
Instantly sanitize
Do you
the
have
finger.
a towel?
No. I just lick it. I like it to taste the pickled fish. And then I go next one.
So,
No, you're fine. 10 peoples.
what have you got your time down to? 10
I-
after the introduction,
Yes.
making them comfortable,
Yeah,
then getting the
comfortable.
pants out, test, pickle fist, mouth, done.
Thank them. Give them certificate to tell them they have been tested. So if you just do one person normally, it would normally take you around 1 minute. But with the speed, I can do it for about 20 seconds per
Because
person.
it's competitive. It's competitive.
Competitive.
Sorry.
very
I'm
competitive.
not very good at speaking English
No.
myself.
It's okay.
So with your competitive testing, you've had to do a lot of like practice runs.
Yes.
So is that something you would get Sebastian Vettel in for, just to, see how quick you can get it done, and then quick and see how, like they do with
Interesting.
some mechanics when they change tires,
yes,
except for
yes.
Mercedes.
Yes. Well, I never thought of this.
It might take your time down a little bit. Might be able to get second back down.
It's good thinking, but now I am suspicious of him because I only ever test him because he asked to be tested. But now I'm thinking that maybe he is training to be a person in the competition, a tested person. Not a
There'll be only like 5 people, and he'll just keep jumping to the back of the line to make it 10.
He joins every single queue. That's sneaky. He's like that guy that used to.
We'll talk to him later about
Okay.
that.
Yes. Look, I've taken enough of your time. I've realized your time schedule is very tight,
Toit,
like an anus.
who's got the tightest?
Oh, this is a tricky one, Luke. I don't know. I don't like to brag. I don't like to kiss and
They
tell.
would.
I don't like to lick and tell. But I must tell you that my top 3 tightest anus in the Formula 1 paddock, in the buttock, I would definitely say Lewis is a very tight anus.
He does his Kegels.
He does something. It's working. Whatever. It's very tricky. I almost broke my finger once trying to get it in. Another one would be Lando. He's a very tight little boy. And The other one, but he no longer there anymore. He's gone now. Alexander Albon was like a 12-year-old girl. Just very, very tight.
It's understandable.
Yes.
Robert, thank you for your time and your
There you
insights.
go, guys. Hey, have a great day.
You
Goodbye. That was Robert Kubica.
Where do you hear that kind of content? On any other podcast? Any other Formula 1 podcast have that?
I don't think so.
No,
Luke.
you will not hear that on any other Formula 1 podcast.
And this is the only podcast that has Robert Kubica live.
Hmm.
Not just Robert. We're going to catch up with Kimi. We're going to catch up with Toto. We're going to catch up with Sebastian Vettel and Dan Ricciardo. Fantastic. Monaco race wrap, Luke. Let's get into it. I know it happened so long ago, and apologies, completely my fault, but that's the benefit of also not having the obligation of having sponsors or many downloads. You can afford to skip it. There's no one saying,
We'll catch up.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we were a day away from having a solo, and no one wants that.
Nobody wants a solo. I wanted to save you, Luke, from having to do that by yourself.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So Monaco, the race.
So, Ferrari, they fucked up again.
They did. Typical Ferrari.
What the fuck?
Ferrari are doing a very good job of not being very thorough.
Super fast. Great job, guys. 2 cars were basically first and second or top 3 all through practice. And then, amazing lap by Charles. Amazing.
Charles gets pole. Charles crashes,
What the?
which Bottas and Verstappen were on quicker laps.
Right.
After that, so as soon as the red flag comes out, bang, your lap's done. You can't improve. You can't cross the line. So Max couldn't get pole position. Who's his face?
Bottas.
Fucking forget him.
That's all right. It's forgettable.
He's forgettable.
Very forgettable in every way.
He could have had a shot for pole. He would have been close or thereabouts. But unfortunately, Charles binned it. When I saw the rear end go in, like he hit the front end, then the rear end came around, and I'm like, oh, that's going to need a gearbox change or some kind of change down the back. And Ferrari have done their bippity boppity boppity. There's nothing wrong. It looks fine.
It'll be fun.
Instead of actually taking it apart and going,
having a look.
You know what? It's not
fucked.
good. I think all they did Saturday night was pray.
Yeah.
They've all got around in a circle around the car, held each other's hands, and prayed to God that car was fine, because they certainly didn't look into it. And if it was Mercedes, if it was Red Bull, they'd have gone, you know what? We'll take it apart. We'll need to, whatever we need to change, we'll change. We'll cop the grid penalty, and that such is life.
Start at 6th, whatever it was.
Yep.
But they just hitched everything they had on the fact they didn't want to be anywhere else but pole.
Yep.
So we can't.
They
even
wanted the
think
glory of
about-
pole,
Yep.
and once again, Charles Leclerc hasn't finished his home Grand Prix in Monaco after a pole position.
Congratulations,
So
Ferrari.
his first one, he crashed into the back of Brendan Hartley after a brake failure, and the other one, well, didn't finish that one.
And
either.
effectively, what they did do was just give a free pass to Red Bull to win the race
Pretty
in
much
a
start from
canter.
pole position, where Max probably would have been anyway.
Right. So Max is on the front row by himself. There's no one next to him to worry about. All he has to do is start eventually and move to the right
Yeah.
and block.
He blocked him
Bottas.
pretty hard too.
Yeah. And that was it. Race is over. First corner, Monaco's done.
That's it.
That's the wrap.
That's it in a nutshell. So Max Verstappen won the race ahead of Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris. Great drive from Lando to get third after Bottas went in the pits and never came out. You thought Daniel Ricciardo's, but Daniel was up there for a win. Valtteri wasn't. But Valtteri, a 43-hour pit stop.
43 hours.
Yep, so they couldn't get it off. It was completely shredded.
What happened? Did it just like the...
So the wheel nut teeth was just ground down to
Just
nothing.
ground down to nothing. Like when you drill the screw into the wall and that little cross part for the Phillips
Yep,
head,
it's fucked.
it's fucked it.
Yep.
You can't get it out.
Couldn't get it off. So it was a nasty piece of unfortunate for Valtteri. He would have got second easily.
Yep.
But with that, they had to cut it off in the
Gosh.
factory. They couldn't actually still take it off at track, so they took it back and had to cut it off.
Has that ever happened before? Have you ever heard of that before happening? I can't
I
remember.
don't remember it happening in the time that I've watched Formula 1. And probably back in the day there would have been an incident where they couldn't get a wheel off. Or they've, completely fucked a thread on the tire, on the wheel going in. But yeah, he 43 hours it took for that pit stop.
Jesus.
And yeah, Lando Norris.
Great work. Again.
Really I thought Monaco...
He'd be shown up here.
Daniel had a strong race in Spain, was on form, but there's nothing he could do to find the comfort. He thought he was quick, and then he'd see the times like, what's
He just
going
doesn't
on?
understand this car. He doesn't understand, and I think...
But what he has been doing this week is he spent a lot of time and a few days in the simulator, which is what he needed to do. And if it's not working...
Why didn't he do... He should have done that earlier.
Yeah, I don't know how much he has done. I know he's not a huge fan of simulators like Lewis isn't.
No, right.
But if you're not getting it, if it's not coming through, you need to sort of get in there and sort out what Lando's doing and seeing what the strengths are of this car that he can kind of make the most of and adapt a little bit quicker.
Well, I guess you would learn that through being there for a couple of years. Lando's been there for a couple of years now. It's something that you just slowly
It's
learn.
it's basically last year's car
Yep.
with a bit of the floor cut out, the little aerodynamic changes they've made to this year's regulations, but with the Mercedes engine in the back. But it's the same chassis number, but they've just...
It's been a very surprising to watch McLaren come out and defend Dan the way they have and just sort of said that he's having to relearn how to drive.
Yeah.
This is a car that's completely unfamiliar. And for us mere mortals, we just think that it's just as simple as putting a great driver in a great car and they'll get to terms with it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But in actual fact, it takes forever for these guys to work out the nuances and the way it works, the way to drive it.
Yeah.
Dan's having to relearn how to drive a Formula One car.
And Lando's driving the best he ever has. He is really on top form. So great job for Lando to get third. Perez got fourth, jumping a few spots in pits. Same with Sebastian Vettel in fifth ahead of Gasly. Hamilton. Gasly came out in front of Hamilton after being in front of Hamilton. Hamilton thought he'd pit and then get out in front. Didn't happen. Gasly still came out in front of him and Vettel jumped them both. And
Very good drive for Vettel.
great drive from Sebastian ahead of then Hamilton, Stroll, Ocon and Giovinazzi in the points. Fastest lap was Hamilton with 1 minute 12.909. Red Bull fastest pit stop with a 2.02 second pit stop. And driver of the day, Fingerboy Sebastian Vettel. Fantastic drive from him, which
Welcome back. Do you think this is the beginning of something for Sebastian, getting on top of that car now? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
We'll speak to him very soon.
Well, looking forward to
about
that. Absolutely.
But Monaco, he's won Monaco.
Yes?
I saw him when he won. I was there when he won Monaco in
Really?
2011.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I split the years between the years Mark Webber won it. He won in 2010 and 2012. And I thought, you little ripper, I'll be there. And no, he didn't win it.
The only year.
Fuck you.
You follow that kind of luck around though, Luke, don't you? You do seem to follow that luck.
Yeah.
Awards. Let's get into the awards, Luke. We've got a whole bunch of them here. Whittled by producer Pete, who's not here. He's in COVID Melbourne right now with his lovely mother, taking care of her. But he has express post these beautiful awards up. Let's get straight into it. The first one, here it is. There it is. It is the Green Award for the Minimal Global Footprint Award.
So the Green Award for lowering the carbon footprint, for thinking about the environment instead of just wasting fuel and wasting tyres and wasting time of everyone. So it's going to Ferrari for not really checking that gearbox, and Charles Leclerc rolls out on the lap to the grid and he says, guys, this isn't good. He says gearbox, could have been drivetrain, one of those. And he didn't even start the Grand Prix from pole position, so he saved 78 laps of fuel, saved a lot of time, and saved the environment. So well done, Ferrari. Next one.
Hang on. That's
There we
better.
go.
There it is. That's got a bit more weight. A bit more weight to it. The next award is the UGE Day Award.
UGE Award for wasting everyone's time. And once again, Charles Leclerc and Ferrari really wasting a weekend of what could have been for a team that was quick.
Next award. We're getting through this award fast
We
this
are.
week, aren't we,
Don't
Luke?
fuck about.
Fuck yes. The Pastor Maldonado Award.
Pastor Maldonado.
Dangerous driving.
Oh, Jesus. There's a lot of
Options.
bad driving. A lot of
How about Marzipan?
Mick Schumacher.
Mick Schumacher.
He binned it.
Didn't he?
Latifi binned it.
Oh, the millionaires.
But I'm going to give it to Mick.
Okay.
Like, even there wasn't much going on in the race, but Mick Schumacher, I tell you, that wallop at the wall before, was it free practice 3, and then he missed qualifying. So if you put your tips in late, you would have realised that Mazepin was going to out-qualify Mick Schumacher.
I need to put some tips in.
No, why start now?
Yeah, right. How am I doing, by the way?
Oh, you still last.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
But you're still on minimum points. I was thinking about giving you nothing, but we're still carrying on that.
Next award is the... what's this award, Luke? What's the next one? What haven't we done?
Lick it and send it.
Lick it and send it for overtaking.
Best
Luke.
overtaking. There's not a lot of overtaking when it comes to Monaco.
No.
Not a great
So
opportunity.
anything that's overtaking is going to be celebrated.
But I'm going to give it to Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly as they went up the hill after Vettel came out of his pit stop. He stayed around there, around the outside. And it was a good little duel up the hill there. And Sebastian stayed out on top. And when you get side-by-side racing in a tight street circuit, it gets me hard.
Gotta love it. Because it's
me
just so
fucking-
so dangerous. Now that the cars are a bit wider as
Yeah.
well.
You knock one over that's a long drop from that cliff.
Yeah. Next award is the
F1 Podcast Award.
F1 podcast, making Formula One great again.
Making Formula 1 great. And we're even to Monaco.
Yes.
Monaco it's not a great racing track. You're not going to have racing.
No.
But you're going to have, 20 guys winding through the streets of Monaco on a tight street circuit.
Yep.
And it's a track that you need to not make a mistake.
Yep. And if nothing else, it highlights the importance of qualification. Because if you qualify first in pole, you have guaranteed pretty much to win the race.
Unless you fuck up the start,
yes.
you are going to win that race.
I wonder what the winning ratio is to pole positions.
We'll get Tim Tam Kelly onto that.
Can we? Because I reckon it's pretty bloody... It wouldn't be higher anywhere else at any other circuit, surely.
No, the lowest grid spot for the win was 14th. That was Olivier Panis.
Wow.
By,
the Frenchman.
In 1997, I think
remember
it was.
that. I
Or
remember that race.
97. It was wet, and everyone kept retiring in front of him, crashing, and
Just gotta
he went ahead. And
stay on
he
the
was
track.
quickest in warm-up on the Sunday morning. But yeah, he was very confident about that.
Next award is the Speckled Gym Award.
Yes, the Speckled Gym medal. We'll give it to the best on track 3-2-1 votes. Best on ground gets 3. We're giving it to Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Lando Norris.
Wow. Yeah, well done. I picked that. I would have picked that. Good voting, Luke.
And the last one is a Caviar Cup.
Oh, Caviar Cup. Here it is.
Now, it goes by the Billionaire Boys, which is Nicholas Latifi, Lance Stroll, and Nikita Mazepin, on whether they beat their teammate.
Yes.
And only one person did.
Who's that?
That was Me Too Mazepin.
Me Too Mazepin.
He got ahead of Mick Schumacher.
Yeah. Well, Mick crashed out.
Mick was still going. He must have had an extra pit stop, but he started behind, managed to get in front of him on lap 1. I'm guessing a pit strategy or something fucking happened, and then at the end of the day, Mazepin was in front of him.
Well done.
Probably gave him a quick touch on the arse, and Mick's gone to turn around saying what the fuck that was, and Me Too's gone on the inside.
Yep.
They
Groping.
always go on the inside.
They always go on the inside with a good old grope from Marzipan, the Russian rapist.
There they are, the awards.
They're the awards. As we move into Kimi Räikkönen, Luke, this is a kind of a mid-sell right here.
Mid-sell? Is this the undersell?
Undersell, mid-sell. So far.
Not bad.
Been a good podcast, Luke.
Not
what do you
bad.
think?
Didn't vomit.
Do you think we're all right?
I think we're okay.
Do you think they're pleased with us?
I think it's above average.
I think, like you said, the vomit-free guarantee.
Stuck to that. I didn't vomit.
I a little bit, but I put it back down again.
That was the Kubica
The Kubica
speed
part,
testing.
but it also was quite humorous. So that was nice.
Yeah.
And coming up, there's
some good stuff.
There's some stuff.
Yeah. We don't exceed anyone's
I wouldn't say
expectations.
it's good.
It's just
It's stuff.
we got things coming up.
There's a undersell, mid-sell right there.
you go. Well done.
Hey, that
I
was
like it.
good.
Yeah. It's all right.
We can't keep it up because we got some tantalising stuff coming up. Luke, fuck a duck, mate. We got some great shit.
Please, no one fuck a duck.
Oh,
This is non-sanctioned duck fucking.
I don't think we can do this mid-sell, low-sell business. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. I just get so excited.
Not you.
Kimi Räikkönen.
I can tell you're excited.
Oh, boy.
You're not wearing anything but handcuffs.
And especially with this guy's coming up. Kimi Räikkönen, world champion, the last Ferrari world champion on the grid. He's speaking to us right now on this little Aussie battler of a podcast. Let's speak to him right now.
All right.
Whoa, boy. Hey guys. Oh boy, I just had a couple of shots.
Shots.
Couple of shots of vodka. asshole.
Vodka.
That's right, asshole. Okay, what the fuck am I doing
You
here
seem to be in a
again?
feistier mood than last time.
Boys, fighting people and punching guys in the fucking face. What's this fucking podcast again? What am I doing?
It's called the F1 podcast.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I do for Leave It in Media. They say, okay, you've got to do a certain number of interviews. Pick the one you want to do. And I always pick the one that no one fucking listens to. Which is this one. F1 podcast. Because it's a piece of shit podcast. I downloaded an episode for the first time. I have to tell you.
Yes. Tell us.
I did not laugh. I did not fucking
You're
laugh.
a tough person to make laugh.
I smashed my fucking phone. It was that bad.
Wow. You sounded very Trump there.
I do a great Trump impression.
Let me hear your Trump impersonation.
You
Jimmy.
gotta believe me, okay? Okay, wait. The greatest. It's the greatest of all time.
That's pretty good.
Okay? Okay?
Not bad.
You see what I'm doing with my hands?
I do.
It's all
You're
in
a
the
giant
hands.
L.
That's right. Yeah, so that's right. I've been doing some Trump impersonations on the weekends.
On the side.
Some stand-up gigs. Yeah, whatever. Big time. I've seen you do stand-up, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
You have?
Well, I've seen you practice. I would.
I stand in front of the mirror, practice. Thanks for watching.
Well, you know how you don't get paid for this podcast? Don't give up this non-paid podcast to be a stand-up comedian, okay?
Okay, I won't give up.
Don't give up a free
non-paid
job to stand up because I've seen you, and I did puke on myself, okay? Asshole.
I take great offence at that,
Ask me a
but I also
question.
take your
Ask me a
criticism.
question. I gotta go. Very important guy.
You're looking forward to Azerbaijan Grand
Yeah.
Prix. What's your favourite Azerbaijani meal?
Punching people.
Punching.
Oh, what? What?
Your favourite Azerbaijani meal?
Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Was it a knuckle sandwich by any
Yeah.
chance?
Probably lamb.
Lamb?
Something lammy with vodka. Lamb and vodka. Yeah.
Pickled lamb?
Pickled lamb and vodka. I like pickled fish. That's my favorite food, pickled fish. Yeah, yeah. Did you see me in Monaco?
I did.
Fucking boring, man.
Do you love Monaco?
Yeah, fuck it. No, fuck me, no. Fuck me. Oh God. Oh God. I hate that track. It's fucking bullshit. But luckily, I had my mini bar.
Hey, I think you've got Robert Kubica behind you. I think he
Oh.
wants to COVID
Oh.
test you.
Oh God. Oh, that fucking Polish asshole. Oh God, he's a fucking pervert. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Okay, see you later, assholes. Bye.
Bye, Kimi.
Kimi Räikkönen, what a lovely guy.
Oh,
Just-
Jesus, he left that
Ooh.
camera on. Oh,
Oh,
he
jeez, he's getting
really-
tested.
He really punched Robert in the face there.
Yep. He went to bend him over. Rob went to bend him over, and
Just as he got his pants down, Kimi turned around and punched him in the face.
think about Robert though. You can't really tell if he's been punched in the face.
No,
It's
looks the same.
It's the beauty of him, isn't it?
Did you break your nose? No, there's my nose in the face. I can't do it. I'm not a very good Robert.
No, that
Kubica.
was very good. That was very good.
Tipping competition.
Yes.
There was 3 people got 14. Cliff, Pat, and Marcus all got 14 points. Jimmy, Luke, Pete, and Adam got 13 because they guessed.
Yes.
So the leader is Jimmy. He's on 70.
Oh.
Next up is Pat Foley, his brother, on 66. Cliff, 65. Myself on 65. Marcus climbing the ladder on 63.
Yes.
Pete, 60. And Adam on 58.
Ooh, I'm still a chance.
You are. You're an outside chance.
You're telling me there's a chance.
There's
I
a
love
chance.
it. All right, that's great. Time to now preview the Azerbaijani GP.
So time to unlock your handcuffs
Yes, we've got to get out of these, get some clothes on.
out of our Max Mosley tribute outfit.
It was comfortable, good looking. Will we be posting anything on Facebook? I hope not.
Of
With us
course
in
we will.
Oh, God.
Of course we
Oh,
will.
Jesus. All right. As we get out of our handcuffs and put some clothes on, we have the next outfit to wear, Luke, because this is the Azerbaijani Baku GP. Azerbaijan, it's kind of Middle East-ish kind of area. Kind of the area you never think about. Kind of in that
Below sea level?
below sea, like Caspian Sea, the Black Sea, near Russia, and a lot of other pointless countries. That's not true. If you are listening from Azerbaijan,
We have Azerbaijani listeners.
we love them. And Kazakhstan,
Yeah.
big fan. Uzbekistan.
Any stands
I reckon Uzbekistan's one of my favourite stands.
up there? Top 5 stand.
Yeah. Mark Stanley? Nah. Not a big fan of him.
He does it right.
As is tradition here at F1 Podcast, of course, Luke, we have to celebrate the customs and the cultures of the host race. It makes sense to dress up for a podcast. If it's only just for our own entertainment, we do it. But we love it because it's comfy.
Yep.
And we just, I don't know, we just like sitting around dressed up.
Yeah.
Couple of heterosexual guys.
We know our sexuality. We're comfortable with what we're wearing.
Absolutely.
We have nothing to prove, nothing to hide.
Exactly. And we know that costumes and the outfits of the host race is important, not just to the peoples of that country, the host race being, of course, Azerbaijan, but to the rest of the Formula One community. It's very important to us, Luke, as we
We're not
celebrate.
here to just take the piss.
No, we're not.
We're not here to rub salt in people's wounds.
We've never done that,
We're here
Luke.
to respect and honour the race,
Correct.
the people,
the
the
peoples,
culture.
the cultures. And
the food.
And the food. Now, Azerbaijan, the style is very visible with ornaments, costumes, artistic embroideries and weaving and knitting, and particularly silk. Silk is a big part of the Azerbaijani tradition, back to the 17th century, Luke.
Yep.
Way back. We know this. We've done the research. What's even more important in their culture is the food.
It's probably the only research we do in this podcast is the food.
Correct. So today we will be wearing the national dish of Azerbaijan. Yes. Put it on, Luke.
Ooh.
You ready? Step into it. It's going to be a little bit mushy. Ooh, it's a bit squidgy. There it is. Oh,
Should have warmed that up.
yep. Probably should have warmed that part up. We are wearing the national dish of Azerbaijan. It's the plov.
Oh, the plov.
Yep.
Is that what this is?
It's a plov. You're wearing a plov.
I'm in a plov.
You are wearing a plov. A
hell.
plate of plov.
Ah.
It's a rice-based pilaf seasoned with broth. That's the broth you can feel on your undercarriage.
Made my own broth. Just now.
You sure did.
I had curry last night. Made my own broth now.
It's wonderful saffron lamb. Saffron and lamb plov we're wearing
Saffron's
today.
expensive.
With dried chestnuts. That's a chestnut on my freckle that I can feel I think right about there. Something uncomfortable there. And there's some dried apricots and some cumin.
I think I just coming in here. Oh, cumin. Okay. Sorry. I've been alone for a while.
Look, I can't wait to watch you eat it after that. Because we have to eat. This is the new
I'll
challenge.
take this down to the homeless.
With a complimentary hand job.
Yeah.
With their hand jobs for the
You're never going to
homeless.
be hungry after a quick wristy.
Oh, of course, a big shout out to a charity, Hand Jobs for the Homeless, a respected
Get on board.
and an actual official charity now, thanks to the Australian government. They've registered as a charity, so
Rubber
it's
stamp that.
tax deductible now. We can siphon off money and, you know,
We get gloves for free
yep, all sorts of extra.
and splash guards.
We're claiming this sofa right now. We're claiming, yep,
Already
this
got
table, the chair, the
fluid on
microphone.
it. So
Absolutely. Everything's tax deductible now, my friend.
Here we go.
Everything. So we are wearing the plov.
plov.
Loving it. Can't wait. Can't wait to tuck her in at the end of this podcast.
I probably won't tuck her in.
No, don't tuck her into that one.
Not after what I did.
No. Not after
I
that.
didn't think we'd be eating it, but anyway,
But if you like, you can nibble mine.
I'll have a bit of yours. Just
I haven't done anything
Good.
untoward.
Oh, that's
No fluids in here yet.
yeah.
And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Let's take a look at the racetrack of Baku. Can you tell us about it? It's a street circuit. There's a beautiful, massive, gigantic fucking castle in the middle of it.
There is. They go around the castle where Charles Leclerc has crashed into the side of it.
Dan Ricciardo's also taken out a big win there.
He has. He's taken a win. He's also reversed into Daniel Kvyat the last time they were there.
That's right.
And what we did was we had a little. You interviewed Daniel
I
at the
did.
Australian Grand Prix.
I did.
And we'll talk to him differently later on today.
Yes.
But you had a chat with him, talked to him about reverse parking, and then he said that the Formula 1 drivers are terrible reverse parkers.
He did.
And then he went reverse parked into the side of Daniel
Point
Kvyat.
proven.
Yeah.
Daniel, thank you, mate.
Won't ask that question
Well
again.
done.
Maybe.
Yes, because I think the question I asked him was, should Formula One spice things up? This is for the Making Formula One Great suggestions that we all threw to F1 Liberty Media, and I said, what about the reverse parking competition? Should we get the F1 drivers to reverse park and parallel park? To his response was, no, F1 drivers are fucking hopeless.
F1 drivers are great.
F1
drivers, horrible.
Hopeless. And he proved that point. He proved it at this racetrack.
He did. So it's a 6.003 kilometre track, 51 laps around this castle. It's a 306.049 kilometre track. The lap record is Charles Leclerc with a 1 minute 43.009. A lot of 00s in this place. The selected compounds are the C3, C4 and C5, the three softest tyres of the five they have at Pirelli. The weather, which is looking like a 2%, 1% and 5% chance of rain on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Low temperatures of 18 over the Friday, Saturday, 16 on Sunday. Max temps 26, 24, 24.
That's
sunny,
Celsius?
24, yes, degrees Celsius. Definitely not Fahrenheit.
No.
So that is this weekend's Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The last time we were here was 2019. The qualifying was got by Bottas ahead of Hamilton Vettel. And Bottas, Hamilton, Vettel won the race. That was the race results. Same order as before for that one.
Ah, very good. Times.
Times.
Have you got some times there? What can we be expecting if we are listening from or watching from the UK or from
Auckland.
Bulla Bulla?
We'll start from Auckland. Auckland, you'll be watching the Azerbaijan Grand Prix at midnight, which is good for them.
That's pretty good.
For them. Normally, they get the shit times. Where we are in Australian Queensland, you'll be looking at...
Oh, it's going to be a good time, isn't it?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. And tantalising.
Get a good early night's sleep for that.
Yeah.
Perth, you're at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
8
nice.
o'clock.
That's nice.
Can't talk.
Kids are in bed by then.
Yep.
Perfect.
3 o'clock for Helsinki in Finland.
Yep, good.
Stockholm, you're looking at 2 o'clock.
Yep, nice.
Nice time for them. Good average time for them. London, you're looking at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Caracas, if you're in Caracas, it's 8 a.m.
8 a.m. in the morning. Ooh, it's tricky.
Nice way to start a Sunday morning.
Oh, that's a Sunday though. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
It's
Sunday
not.
morning.
You're not going to work. That's good.
No. It's plenty of time. 5 a.m. For LA.
Not on a Sunday. I'm not getting up 5 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
I would.
No, I'm not.
I would.
Well, not if I'm in like LA because you're probably not even aware of Formula One.
Yeah. And New York, of course, is the same time as Caracas.
Oh, right.
So they'll be at the 8 a.m. time slot. So they are the times in your neck of the woods.
Very good. Very good. We need to catch up with Toto Wolff, Luke.
Before we get to Toto,
Yes.
I do love Toto. Just I want to go over a couple of things that happen that I'm unhappy with.
Okay.
Now, this is a bit of a rant.
Oh, well, this is a good segment, Luke. This is a Luke's
It
rant.
doesn't happen often, but there's a few things that happen in Monaco that I didn't want to bring up in the Monaco side. I want to wait till we're out of it
Before you can abuse it.
before I can abuse the
That's-
fuck out of it.
that's
Because
the
I
pro-
do love Monaco. And
That's
I'm
the
part of
professionalism. That is the professionalism that you bring to this podcast.
anyone who's in Monaco is going, oh, that was really nice. And he's
Yeah.
probably tuned out. As we flicked to Azerbaijan, like, we don't give a fuck about them.
Now that they're not here, we can talk about
They're
it.
not listening. That's right.
So let loose, Luke. Warm up. Come on, fire up, big fella. Fire the fuck up. What's going on?
There's not much things that happen in Monaco for the race. There was 2 exciting moments that happened during the race. And both times, the TV director fucking cut to something else.
Oh, for fuck's sake. The only thing...
All you have to do is
One job.
follow the action.
One
And
job.
there's not much fucking action going on.
he's got one
And what do? They fuck it up. They've got the school-based trainee tapping the fucking buttons. Someone's gone, hey, cut to this. No.
No.
Vettel's charging up with Gasly side by side. They flick to a fucking replay of a pit stop.
Oh, my God.
A pit stop.
The only thing that happened during the race.
Anything
they
that's exciting,
missed it.
side by side. Oh, we'll tune away from that. And even the commentator, oh, well, we don't know what happened with that. Hopefully we'll get a look at that later. No, even when they showed the fucking replay, they cut from it early. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I won't say the word retarded, but they're retarded. That's proper.
You said it.
Window lickers.
Wow. You are
Mouth-breathing
really angry.
morons.
You're really angry,
Tap
Luke.
the fucking buttons right.
Yep. He's going to start turning over tables here in a minute. Luke, you all right?
I'm angry.
Fucking angry, all right? Look at your face.
Fuck them.
You're bright red.
Get it right. It's Monaco. The one bit of fucking action that happens and you miss it. And when you replay it, you fucking cut it
Missed
short.
the replay.
Jeez. There's one more thing.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Post-race.
Oh, God.
Max Verstappen's won the race. They're having a chat with him.
Yep.
Who do they bring in? Serena Williams.
What?
They're talking. They're interviewing. David Coulthard is interviewing Max Verstappen. And what do? Let's talk to Serena Williams just after you've won the Monaco Grand Prix. Max is standing there with his hands behind his back going, what the fuck's going on here? And then he goes, what would you say to Max after his performance? Like, what advice can you give to him? She's a fucking tennis player. And even she was lost to the questions like, I'm just happy to watch these great athletes. Why are we talking to her? She just waved the fucking flag. We're going to talk to every flag waver. And mind you, her flag waving was pathetic. For someone who plays tennis, using a racket back and fucking forth for days on fucking end, she can't wave a flag for 2 minutes properly? Just fucking wave it properly. It was weak. I've seen children on the side of the road wave flags better than this. And this multiple-time world champion. She's won every fucking Grand Slam. So many fucking... And she can't wave a fucking one checkered flag. She's not doing the double ones like they do in IndyCar or NASCAR. The double guys going fucking mental. She's waving one flag. That's all her fucking job is to do. And then they talk to her. Imagine if she wins Wimbledon and they go, Max just pops up right of screen. Hey, Max, have you got any words for Serena? What other professional sport just brings a fucking person in and goes, let's talk to them after you've won something that no one else won?
Yeah.
To not even in the same sport. You're not talking to Mario Andretti. You're not talking to Sir Jackie Stewart. You're talking to a fucking tennis player. I don't care if it's Boris Becker. I don't care who it is. Why are we talking to anyone else other than the race winner, which we're all invested in and the time we've just watched, for then you to fucking ask stupid questions to Serena Williams? I don't get it. Why?
And that is Luke's rant.
Do they think that we're going to just... No, I'm still going.
Oh, shit.
I haven't fucking finished.
Oh, wow.
Do you
My
think
bad.
that they're going, oh, fuck, all the tennis fans, they're going, oh, let's watch the race because Serena's there. Let's hope they have a chat. You're not bringing in new fans. You're just pissing off all the others with your bad race direction and then bringing her in. Wouldn't matter if it was fucking Tom Brady. Don't give a shit. Don't talk to someone else. Talk to the race winner who deserves your fucking attention. It's the stupidest fucking thing.
And that is Luke's rant.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Deep breath, big fella. We talk about this.
Why?
Deep breath. You okay?
I have all the fucking people to talk to.
You all right?
And that flag waving.
All right. Down. Here we go. We talked about this. Remember our breathing technique? Remember the breathing technique?
Fuck 'em.
In, 2, 3, out. 2, 3. Fuck 'em. All right. He's back. Now the big guy's back. He lost his shit for a bit, but he's back. Luke's rant. Rightly so. He's a passionate man. He's having a swig of water. He's cooling down.
I'd like to think I felt better after that, but I don't.
No, in fact, you've gone bright red, and I'm not
I'm
sure.
going to go out and punch a child in the face.
I feel like you and Kimi Räikkönen are about to get it on, and I don't know who's going to win because Kimi beats everyone. But right now, you are fucking ferocious.
I've got reach on him.
You have indeed. Are you okay?
Sorry.
Are you going to be all right to carry on?
Keep it professional. Come on, man.
That's what we say. That's what this is what this podcast is never about. Professionalism. All right. Okay. Well, we do have Toto Wolff. Hopefully you haven't scared him away. He's a scary guy himself, but I feel like your rant may have just scared him.
No, it'll be fine.
Maybe we'll find out.
Maybe he'll understand.
Maybe he will. Let's have a chat to, well, I have a feeling after fucking Monaco, Toto Wolff is going to be pretty fucking cranky. Let's speak to Toto Wolff. Hello, Toto. Can you hear us? Toto Wolff, welcome to F1 Podcast. Thank you so much for, oh boy, this is, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Toto, but we just had Luke totally rip.
Listen, I've listened to the bit of your podcast just before,
Did
and
you?
I understand Luke's frustration.
Yep.
And I'm incorporating some of his breathing techniques to hopefully calm my mind while you talk shit to me.
How would you feel right now if, during this interview, I was to bring in Huan Hui, the badminton world champion, and ask him how you're going in this podcast, in this interview? How would you feel about that?
This interview would be over very quickly if you bring in a multiple champion of badminton.
Oh, no, he's just one.
I think Juan would probably want to talk to Sebastian Vettel, big fans of that kind of sport of badminton.
Yeah. So you're not cool with people from other sports dropping in onto interviews and giving advice on that particular sport they have no interest or no expertise in.
I think it's pathetic. There's no insight. They're not going to give any feedback or give us anything insightful of what happened and the circumstances and what the driver has gone through. So I think I am completely 100% with Luke.
Do you think it was a Liberty Media, being an American company, thinking, how can we pander to the American audience? Let's bring an American superstar in who's got nothing to do with anything.
It's not as if they're going to turn into the TV and understand that, oh, Serena's on TV.
No.
They're not.
No.
But it's a good distraction away from our what I would describe as a pretty pathetic weekend for a team that is multiple world champions. We had a tough weekend. It sobered us up. We knew that we'd be a little bit weak at Monaco. And fortunately, it's just 1 week, one race.
What went wrong, Toto? I don't want to get you angry, but how?
Oh, I'm past anger now.
Yeah.
I have a punching bag, a yoga mat, which I didn't do any weights this week. I didn't want any testosterone pumping through my veins.
Yep.
So I just wanted to relax, meditate, and take my mind away from what was a horrible weekend. Thankfully, Lewis still got points. Max has taken the championship lead. Valtteri is still in the pits. He's crying. We've taken the garage away from him, but he still sits there. He hasn't gone home, which is just around the corner. It was a deflating weekend, and it'll give us perspective and drive us forward for this weekend's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where we anticipate to be back to our best.
Yes.
And we will win this weekend unless Red Bull use their flexi wing bullshit.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and I don't want to pick at this scab of Monaco that you have, but I mean, so much went wrong. Lewis just wasn't on the pace. Valtteri with that horrible pit stop. It's just, and now that you've lost the championship lead and the driving lead, Hamilton, what can you do to get it back? What do you have to do?
Well, we will just continue to be the finest team in Formula One. It's just one bad weekend.
Yep.
After we did a thorough inspection of the garage and we found one of our team members was bound and gagged.
Oh.
And he was, he said that a guy came in who stole his uniform and his helmet. His name was Terry.
Oh, Jesus.
So Terry has been found who's tried to change our wheel.
Oh, God.
And he's turned it on backwards to completely shred and annihilate our wheel nut.
Oh, fuck.
So we can't do anything about that. Thankfully, we caught him. We threw him in the Monaco harbor.
Yep.
And we managed to get our team member back for the Lewis pit stop.
Whew. Well, that'll teach him.
Lewis did get the fastest lap, so he gets an extra point for that. The championship is a long way to go.
Yeah.
And we'll be back bigger than better.
Optimistic for this weekend?
Of course, there's many long straights. It's not as tight and twisty. We don't need that much downforce, which we really lacked. But congratulations to Red Bull Racing and Christian Horner. But you get one weekend, guys. You won't get it again.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Toto. And thank you for not exploding on us.
Thank you.
And
Go
getting
fuck
angry.
yourself.
Thank you. Toto Wolff, how about that? What insights.
Well,
Amazing.
Terry. I didn't pick that up. I thought maybe he might have been down there. But when I saw the wheel nut, I'm like, no, that looks just something that just happens. But no.
Terry was involved.
Tezza.
Famously, he is he's just an absolute He is just trouble when it comes to the pits.
He's a pit stop plunderer.
He is. All last year, the year before that. Oh, fucking Terry. Well, hopefully we don't see much of Terry this weekend.
No, let's hope not.
Because big race coming up this weekend. Very, very big. But before we head off into the distance and say our farewells, any news from the Nerang GP, Luke? The Monaco of the Gold Coast, as we call it. The beautiful, lovely shit suburb of the Gold Coast. Nerang. Our proposal to Liberty Media is that we are going to have the second Australian Grand Prix right here in Queensland.
On the streets of Nerang?
Streets of Nerang. If not, if we can only have one, we're going to bin Melbourne.
Yeah.
That's simple. Fuck them.
Yep.
Goodbye, Melbourne. Hello, Nerang. What's the latest on the Nerang GP?
So, it's until we get F1 here, it's all about building everything around it.
Getting the community behind it.
Community around, but also getting some excitement in off-track activities.
Yes.
And getting other people signed up to go, listen, this is the package we can offer you, F1.
Yep.
And we're bringing in something that hasn't really... It's kind of new. It's something that I've invented.
Yep.
We're bringing the first annual teabagging championship.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's about... resting your testicles on the forehead of others, and you get it's speed, accuracy. It's not just one nut. You have to get both nuts down onto the forehead,
Almost like a pit stop.
like a pit stop.
fastest
Yep,
pit stop.
down. You have to get them both down and touching. If you get one nut and the other one's a little bit high, and you don't get that second one to rest,
If the release isn't great from the fly.
but
Yep.
the secret thing is that every forehead you tap on, as soon as they feel that testicle, they're going to try and swat it.
Oh boy.
And not only do you get points deducted, you get a time penalty, and you got some sore nuts.
Oh.
So this is the teabagging championship that will be brought into the paddock
Yep.
of Formula One. So everyone will be around. It'll be
Wow,
televised. We've
this is
got big
great.
sponsors.
Big sponsors?
Yes, we've got Bushels.
Bushels tea
They're
bags.
behind us.
Oh, Bushels tea.
Big tea brand
Oh wow.
here in Australia.
They put their name on the tea bagging
Yep,
competition.
they are the tea baggers.
That's a great idea.
And I'll be hopefully competing.
Of course you will. Mm-hmm. And no one's got the droopage that you've got. I mean,
No.
It helps to have extra droopage.
Especially in the humidity that we get up here on the Gold Coast.
Yep.
It's gonna a lot of other people, competitors won't be used to this unless we get some Asians or some Indians in who'll
Yes.
come in and they've experienced that high humidity, especially those Malaysians.
Yes.
Good competitors,
Very good in the
big
tea bag.
long in balls, but do they have that spring up to be able to get them both down and off?
Because it's not just the release, it's the retraction.
Yeah, it's all about control.
Control.
You can control that.
So what are you
You
looking...
can think cold thoughts. As soon as you hit cold thoughts.
Yep. So it's based on time? So you're looking for the perfect release, the lovely touchdown, the kiss?
Yep, there's 5 foreheads.
Kiss on the forehead?
They're all on reclining chairs.
Yeah.
They're all pretending to snooze, but they know
They know what's
you're
coming.
coming.
They
And you
know
can
what's
hit
coming.
anyone at any time.
Oh, it's a surprise. Not in order.
You don't have to do it in order.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
no.
listen, I'm going to hit 3 first.
Because you're in a circle. You're surrounded by them.
Yeah.
So it could come from any
Yeah,
direction.
you have to go back to base, which is in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like a Trivial Pursuit piece. You've got to go
Perfect.
back to the middle, go out, bang,
Bit
hit
of
'em.
pie. Get a bit of pie.
Yep,
Bring it
there you
back.
go. So that is the competitive teabagging competition that will be brought to the Nerang Grand Prix.
And that's a bit of pre-show entertainment.
Pre-show, yep, it'll be televised.
Will we be bringing over the professional teabaggers, or is it just basically
Everyone from around the world, the Professional Teabagging Association,
the big guys,
the TBA,
the TBA?
they'll be coming here and they'll be throwing the weight around.
Wow, as the CEO of the TBA yourself, this is great news.
Well, it's another addition to the Nerang Grand Prix. That it's not just Formula One; it's a showcase.
It's a marriage. It's a marriage of different local disciplines
Cultures.
and skills, cultures.
Yeah.
And teabagging has a big cultural history and relevance in Nerang.
huge in Nerang.
Yep. Some of the first peoples way back when they first arrived.
You could walk down the street, someone would be
Teabagging.
sitting there in their short shorts and their tea bags would be hanging out the side.
Yeah.
Like, that's Nerang for you.
That's how some of the native indigenous tribes would communicate to each other. They didn't speak the same language.
No.
They teabagged.
Beautiful. And we'll have it in the Grand Prix.
And it's a cultural tip of the cap to the native peoples and the cultures of Nerang. And it's wonderful that you've, as the head of the TBA, the CEO of the TBA, that you can getting all the big names, all the superstars of
Big sponsor.
Teabag, big sponsors.
Probably our biggest sponsor so far.
And you've got some pretty professional. I mean, there's some big talent in the teabagging world. I mean, there's that Sven Dixon. Sven Dixon.
Do you know Pete's one?
Pete.
Yep.
Producer Pete.
Producer Pete.
Yep.
He's called
Cock and Balls.
Pete's Professional Plums. He's actually training.
Pete's Plums.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a trainer. He doesn't compete anymore.
Yep.
He had an unfortunate training accident.
Yeah.
Similar to Speckled Jim.
Yeah.
He was training with the Dippy Bird.
Yeah.
And mashed one of his testicles. Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. And of course, we've got some of America's best. Kyle Cock and Balls is coming over from.
He's got to get
New
that
York
cock
City.
out of the way, though.
Yeah.
Cock can't touch the forehead.
No cock. No cock allowed.
That's abuse.
That's the thing. You can have a big cock, but that's a downfall. What you ideally want to have as a professional cock and ball teabagger is to have the big
plums,
the droopage, and the very tiny.
You get a lot of old players coming in.
Better old guys.
Or
Experienced.
sometimes some young men just have those young balls.
Yeah.
They got those young hanging balls.
Droopage. But always get the old fella to one side. That's the thing, kids. If you're thinking about a career in it.
The UK bloke, Dougie the Dangler.
Dougie the Dangler, he's good, isn't he? Yeah, for any aspiring young kids thinking of making a living and a name for yourself in teabagging, just, have a listen to Luke, the other big names. They'll teach you the ropes.
Yeah. So that's what I've got.
Wow. That is great insight for the Nerang GP, Luke. Looking forward to that. How could the FIA, how could Liberty Media say no?
How could any promoter turn that down?
Turn down, and you already got sponsorship involved. This podcast, Luke, this podcast doesn't have sponsorship.
Exactly.
We have a charity,
We've got charity.
but that's because we felt the need to help the community.
Yeah.
Hand jobs for the homeless.
Yeah. Wristies for the refugees.
Two, under the same umbrella, on the same charity. Anyway, great thoughts. Thank you, Luke. Awesome. Well done.
Welcome.
Sebastian Vettel.
Let's talk to him.
Speaking of teabag, Sebastian Vettel's waiting for us, and have a quick chat to him, shall we?
Sure.
Hey guys. I just had the last segment. Wow. Are you for real?
Yeah, teabagging.
Teabagging.
Could you do it?
It's a sport. Jesus, it's not just a recreation. Far.
Not just for
Oh
you.
my God. It's almost like, seriously, when you were talking about it, I was like, Jesus Christ. It's like to have a wormhole into my lounge room on a Saturday night. It's like, aha, 5 guys laying back.
Now, we were talking to Robbie Kubica before about COVID testing.
Robert Kubica, he's great.
And he's
so
doing
good.
a COVID testing race?
Yeah, he's doing
competitive
this-
COVID
Yeah,
testing?
he was telling me about it the other day.
Have you signed up to be one of the testers?
I'm gonna do I want to be into speed racing. I want to be a speed racer.
Do you prefer the quick speed or do you prefer a slower speed?
Oh, look, don't get me wrong. Look, I don't mind the nice, slow COVID test, but sometimes you just want a hard, fast one, you know? Sometimes I don't want to have all the bullshit or chat, wibber, wibber, ha, ha, drinky, poo. No. I just want to bend over and take one in the ass. For COVID. Of course, for COVID, just
For COVID.
Yeah. Got to make sure you're clean, look.
Yeah.
Got to be COVID friendly. So, yeah, I don't mind. I can't vet actually because it's going to be I'm going to see a lot of friends, a lot of great friends there, lining up with our pants down by the waist, by the ankles. And
I don't think there'll be need too much of the introduction they have to do to sort of make you feel at ease. I think your pants will be on the ground straight away.
And the weird thing is that a lot of the guys I won't recognize by face. It won't be until the trousers are down by the
You'll
ankles.
see that wormhole.
Then I'll go, oh, I know you. Oh, wow, you've changed. So, yeah.
Should we talk? I know.
No, I don't want to
to
talk about my private life. Look, I'm on the podcast because we're trying to fill the quota.
Driver of the day.
Driver of the day. Thank
Monaco.
You
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, guys.
Great drive.
I just want to talk about my driving, okay? And not my family, not anything.
You came 5th.
Thank you, Luke.
It's a great drive.
Thank you. Well,
I know I sound condescending in my voice.
No, not from you, Luke. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I had a great
5th,
race.
mate.
Yeah, I
you
know.
smashed Stroll
I'm
all
back.
weekend.
I'm back, baby.
You're back.
Yep.
Are you sure it's not track specific that you just owned him there?
Well, I have run the race before, and I'm quite familiar with Monaco.
Do you remember
and
waving
stuff.
to me as you drove past?
Yeah, I think I did. I think I saw you.
Was that in swimming pool?
Yeah, I remember you in the swimming pool. With the water glimmering over your chest. And you and the little cock jockeys. Oh, God, it was a great day. So, yeah, I did wave too. And I was very comfortable. Considering it was Monaco, I was very proud of myself. I thought I did a great race.
You did great. You should be very proud.
I am very proud.
You're looking forward to this weekend, Azerbaijan Grand Prix?
Yeah, I love the guy. Yeah, I love the guys in the Azerbaijan.
Bit hairier?
Oh gosh, they're very, very there's not so much of the, how do you say in English, as a personal hygiene. It's a very hairs.
How's Heidi?
Oh, my wife.
The kids?
She's great. Oh,
3 kids?
Love my wife and my 3 kids.
What are their names again?
Little Shumi. Oh, he's so cute. He's grown. You should see him now. He's riding his bike. He's so cute. And there's little Dan. Little Danny Riccardi. Oh, he's
Who's
such a little...
The third one?
Oh, Jesus. What's his name? I keep forgetting. Who's the other one? Oh, it's always the third one. You always forget the third ones. By then, you're like, whatever.
That's the middle child, isn't it? The third one?
No.
That's the youngest.
That's the youngest one. Yeah, no, the youngest one. Oh, that's terrible. I've had a bland fact. Oh, my God. I can't remember now. I can't remember.
What's that, Harma?
Have a mask. How's a mask? Do you have a mask? Do you have a mask?
Oh.
Don't tell Heidi I forgot my fucking son's name, okay?
I won't.
That's
I won't
terrible.
tell. I don't have her number.
Heidi, what a great girl. She was
She's a real breeder.
She was working out the other day in the garage,
She
lifting the weights.
bench pressed you.
Holy shit. She's getting strong. Yeah, she, I came down.
Does she pin you down?
She lifts me up. Yeah, she goes, jump on. No, it's more like this. Hey, Sebastian, jump on. I'm going to lift you. I say, oh, honey, I'm just popping out to see the guys. No, before you pop out to see the guys, I need to jump on the dumbbells. I go, oh, okay. Just where do you want me? Just sitting in the middle or on the side? Or where do you want me? Yeah, just sit in the middle. That'll be great. So then she makes me do it naked.
Yeah.
So I sit.
Where does her grip go?
Oh, well, it goes on the on either side of my buttocks. So that's fine. But she has a good look right up at the unser Wachs, Gugelsack und unser Freckel und ja, unser Oberschlipper.
Oberschlipper.
Ja, unser Taschenflacker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm smooth as a baby's bottom. No
I've
hair,
seen that.
No hair at all. Hey, look, this has been great. Thanks. I didn't want to talk about my private life. Okay.
Oh, no, it's just...
What is this podcast called again?
It's called
I don't
the-
fucking care. I don't want to. I gotta go. Bye, guys.
By Sebastian.
Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion.
4 times.
We get the big names,
We
Luke.
do.
How do we do it?
I don't know.
It's a quota, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're just filling a quota. That's what it
We'll
is.
just smash them out.
Absolutely.
So it's that time to say hi to Mrs. Luke.
Oh, Mrs. Luke.
Mum. Hi,
Thank
Mum.
you. Hi, Mrs. Luke. How is she?
She's all right.
She's good, isn't she?
Yeah, she's getting stronger.
She's looking good. She's a lovely lady, and the way that she can just whip up a quick little dish.
What
like
we're
this,
wearing.
What we're wearing. Like the dish we're wearing.
Yep.
The plov.
The plov. She made a
Lovely.
great plov.
Lamb plov pilaf. Delish.
I'm going to hook into that right
And she
now.
does it the traditional, for an Aussie baker, for an Aussie housewife, for an Aussie mum, just doing it 110%, putting in
Don't
a
fuck
hard
about.
She gets into the culture and she just mimics the culture of the native dish perfectly. I don't even know where she gets the ingredients. Frightening.
She has a contact.
She's got a contact.
Yeah.
Hey, this has been great.
Has been.
Anything else?
No.
I think we're done, aren't we, Luke?
We're done.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you,
Can't
mate.
wait for the Grand Prix.
Enjoy the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Yes.
Get on board, get on your tips. Check out the pinned tweet on Twitter, F1 Podcast, on the Instagram, Facebook, and the Tweetosphere. Just check us out there. If you want, leave a comment.
Yes. Give us a rating.
Yeah,
Give us a thumbs up.
yeah.
Or
Rating.
down.
Rate us 5 stars. That'll make other people listen, and then they can suffer just like you do.
But not too many. We don't want too many people to listen because that's going to mean we're going to need advertising. And in that case,
We will cap it.
we won't be doing it.
Yeah.
We will not be pandering to some corporate bullshit.
But you never know, if we get enough listeners, we could get
Oh, and if they're going to offer money, well, we'll say whatever they want us to say.
Yeah.
We'll wear bloody suits.
We are shills.
Oh, we'll clean our act up. Don't worry about that.
No fuck shit cunts.
No way. Get it out of the way now before you go, fucking cunt. See ya.
Bye.
Oh, Dan.